Hi, everyone. I'm the convener for EPS, and I have been for the past 2 years or so. And I'm very happy to give you an outline of our program today. We kind of compose the biggest MSc cohort in the Department of Geography. Every year, if you join us, you will be one in a classroom of around 50 to 60 students. And we are a very, very dynamic group within EPS in terms of a student body as well as a research base. And the degree itself is very, very interdisciplinary, and it provides for the opportunity to study environmental politics and environment study relations and the sorts of politics that can evolve out of those relationships at multiple scales. A large cohort of staff contribute to our degree, and so this allows us to actually take a very broad interpretation and approach to studying the environment, which I think is an enormous strength and a really unique point to this program. So while we study the environment and nature and the history of definitions around these terms, the program also enables you to focus and select on specific sectors as per your interests, be that in conservation and biodiversity, or in water, or in waste and sanitation, or in urbanization, development. The list is rather endless. So while broad, there is also always the opportunity to be more focused. I think we give a really good grounding in environmental governance and policy making. We cover quite a bit on science policy interfaces and the making of all forms of environmental knowledges, be it scientific or Indigenous and experiential and local knowledges, and the uptake of these different forms of knowing the environment and what happens with those forms of data and knowledges in different forums, particularly at international scales. And next slide, please. The way we go about this is quite similar in structure, obviously, to other MSc programs that you've heard in this session. We have 4 core modules that are split over 2 terms. So you will cover 3 of these core modules in term 1, and the Environment Politics and Practice core module in term 2. And term 3 is spent entirely on developing research skills as you undertake a research dissertation. Another strength of this course, I would say, is the creative approach we are developing with regards to assessment. We're really trying to go beyond simply writing skills and essays. And so you will encounter a range of assessment asks, from putting together scrapbooks to making podcasts and videos and things as part of the assessment in different modules. Next slide. Who are we looking for? First of all, I would say that we're looking for anyone with a commitment to better understanding the environmental conflicts and issues that make up our world today. I don't think there is a more pressing or timely time to be engaging with and studying these topics. In terms of formalities, we are after candidates with quite strong backgrounds in terms of undergraduate degrees. So we do look for degrees of 65 and over in terms of undergraduate degree. If you don't have this, then yes, we will still consider your application, especially if you have relevant work experience. And I will emphasize that I really do read a vast quantity of personal statements every year. And so that personal statement as part of your application is very important for communicating why it is that you would like to do EPS. It is a very competitive program in terms of the numbers of applicants we receive. And so giving us a better understanding of your goals with the EPS program and where you're coming from and what your expectations are with the degree really help us determine your application. Next slide. Where do our graduates go? Around a third of our graduates go on to further study, which typically means either another MSc program that is more focused on a particular research area or onto a PhD program. And then 2/3 of our graduates go into the job market straight after leaving the degree. Where graduates tend to go is enormously varied, as you can imagine, and know how broad the environmental sector is in terms of its spectrum. The typical institutions where students go tend to be for civil services, either in the UK or back in their home countries, charities, environmental NGOs, policy and research think tanks. I would say that the sky is the limit in terms of your aspirations, in terms of what this degree can help you step towards. If you have any more program-specific information, requests or questions, then don't hesitate to contact me at my email address that's just up there on the screen. For logistics and application-related questions, then please contact the Geography Office email there. Thank you.